All right, so it's me, Adrian Cudal. I'm here in St. David's. I'm once again doing a outdoor vlog. I've been doing a lot of my vlogs indoor. I used to do it all the time in the living room. But I thought, eventually I thought that I had to be more creative. And now that the weather is fine, I can do this, by the nature and everything like that. Again, I'm here in St. David's. I'm still pretty busy in terms of driving the RAV4. Like I still go to the mall and everything like that. I still go to Walmart, and I don't plan on slowing. I don't plan on slowing down. I feel like I will go to Niagara Falls, and the weather has got to do with that with that mindset, because it is warm now. Winter is over. It's been a hard winter. So now that it's spring and it's summer, I would have to, really take advantage of it, because the summer, the warm weather can go, it can go fast. Next thing you know, it'll be fall again and it'll be winter again. So while I'm on this reality of mild weather, then I had to, I had to take it. I haven't really said this where my spiritual life is really Christianity. I understand. I read about Reiki, and Reiki has been helpful. Um, and for a long time, I did with rappers. I did Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and it finally affected me this morning. It affected me how sadistic it is. So now I'm going back to Jesus Christ. I'm singing hymns again. Because what I learned with Charles Price is that Jesus Christ is the central figure. He's the person you go to. I understand that hip hop is nice music. I won't guarantee that I'm not gonna listen to it again. But I just feel like, to get the negative, I guess the negativity out of the way, all that destruction, all that destruction thought. I figure I sing hymns again. And I've known hymns all my life, and just sing one hymn now, it's really a blessing. It's healing, um, but as far as my social media, I feel like it's still in demand. I feel like people are gonna look into this, so I still do Instagram. In fact, I had to prolong my use of Instagram yesterday, because I didn't take a photo of my soup. Yeah, I ate soup at the mall's cafeteria, food court, but I didn't take a photo of it. So I'm like, oh no, you know, there are people who are looking forward for the photo. People want to see the soup. So I went to Walmart, and I ended up ordering McCrispy, the whole meal, with a French fries and a drink. And that's the one that I took a photo of, placed it on my Instagram. Also did a selfie, but I just have this nagging feeling that people expect that out of me. Even with this vlog, I understand that very few people watch this, but there's a certain amount of demand that I basically have to do this, all this talking and everything. Um, and with vlog, I feel like I have to be more. Like I said, I've done a lot in the indoor situation, but nowadays I have to really tour Niagara the lake, and find spots where this spot right is really good. The breeze, the fresh air, just perfect. But yeah, like I said, if I go to other towns, I would have to look for a bench. I'm on a bench right now. I would have to look for good lighting, natural light, and just basically continue talking. I hope I won't run out of things to say. I think that's the problem now, where I don't have a lot of content, and I understand that I waited 8 days for this. I probably could have waited another month or something, Um, but obviously, the longer I wait, the more I have to say, the more that I experience and say what I went through and everything like that. Talk about my journey in life. Um, but a lot of times, I don't consider myself a big deal. I only get this threatening feeling. Oh no, I gotta. Like it happened yesterday. Like I was just eating myself. I didn't care. I was carefree yesterday. And then when I walked out of the food court, I was like, oh no, I should have taken a photo of my soup. I should have a selfie. I put it on my IG. I put it on my bio section that I'm gonna deal more with food. I feel like people who follow me expect me with food. And food is a good product in terms of photography. You know, it's only hard. It's hard to work when you're disappointed, and that's what I'm going through. I'm a bit disappointed. I'm disappointed because I don't have I don't have the likes. People don't really like what I do, or people don't really view what I do. I get the staggering feeling that I only have to do it because one or two people want to look into it. And I guess I'm serving those two people. Um, but I hope that my vlogs would get better again as I do it outdoors. I'm planning, like Niagara Lake has all these parks, right? So I'm planning, you know, uh, doing an outdoor thing like nature, trees, grass, and thing kind of thing, greenery. I even planned Niagara Falls, the river before the falls. I plan on, carrying my chair and everything like that, and doing this by the water. So, um, last year I didn't really do any outdoor because I was afraid of ticks, insects. These ticks are deadly. One bite of you can kill yourself. So I didn't wanna. I stayed away from grasses last year. I stayed away from trees and everything because one lady died in here in Ontario after getting bitten by a tick. But because the thing is, if it's a warm winter, these ticks would reproduce. They would reproduce in great numbers. So the more they are, the more threatening, right? But the news said health experts say that the colder the winter, the more they die. And my reasoning is that it was a cold winter. It was a very cold winter. It was a winter with a lot of snow, so a lot of ticks must have died. And that's what I'm hoping for. That they're all dead. Because they're dangerous. One bite of you can kill you. So hopefully everything is fine here. Hopefully no threat. Um, yeah, like I said, I'm starting to stay away from rap. I'm starting to stay away from rap music because it's too sadistic for me now. I can't take the sadism. It's a sadistic type of music. So hopefully I deal with more hymns. Perhaps go back to Chris Tomlin or Taya Smith, or her new last name. I can't really pronounce her new. But she got married. She's no longer Taya Smith. She's Taya G something. She recently got married, or she got married a couple of years ago. Yeah, with I really love music. I love secular music. But I'm old enough that you know I'm old enough to know that it's not really healthy. There are people like Common. There are people like him who are positive rappers, and I have his album with Pete Rock. I listened to it this morning, and that could be the type of hip hop that I stay with. It can't be gangster rap anymore. Gangsterism is no good. And when I was struggling with the lyrics, I thought about what Charles Spice has been preaching, because I was at People's Church for a few years, and I learned that he really emphasized that Jesus is the central figure. So I'm going back to Jesus now. Again, my music, my music has to be Christian or something. I don't know how lenient I am. Because I hope I won't go back to sad music. But I don't really know the future. But I hope that the person of Christ would save me. And I can be saved through hymns. I know a few hymns, so the ones that I do know, I sing it. I sing it in my head and everything like that. I know the words also. I love the lyrics of the hymns. So it's a beautiful day right now. It's around +5. Chilly, but what I have is a toque and a winter jacket. And it's really beautiful right now. The sun is out. And it's one of those things, because again, we all know that Canada has the winter, right? Canada has this. Even I think yesterday it snowed in Toronto. I think I saw it on my social media. I saw it on my Instagram that it snowed in Toronto yesterday. So it's very rare, like you only get a few months of good weather, and next thing you know, it'll be rainy and gloomy again. So like I said, you have to take advantage of this opportunity. You have to really go out. You have to look around and everything like that. Um, the one vlog that I want to do by the falls, it's just north of it. It's just like beyond the actual falls, and by the gorge or whatever. It's by the gorge. It's a beautiful scenery there too. So I'm planning to take my tripod. I'm gonna bring my tripod, and I'm gonna bring my chair, and I'm gonna have it as my background. So it should be good. It should be good artistry. The tennis court is open. There's one guy doing a backboard tennis. I see a couple of guys here play tennis, and they can play like professionals. Like the serving is professionally done, and everything like that. All the strokes are professionally done. So there are people who are experts of what they do here in Niagara on the lake. So again, the weather is really nice. I went for my walk already, but this opportunity, just sitting around, just the fresh air. I think that's the important thing. Cold, fresh air. And I don't have data plans, so I can't stay around and be on the internet with this phone. But I might hang around here a couple of minutes. Hang around for a few minutes, and then just see where my life is headed, right? Yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a topsy-turvy journey. A lot of thinking, a lot of thoughts, and a lot of engaging. Like I said, I engaged with rappers, but that was before, and now I kind of changed my ways. Like I said, I'm gonna be hymns now, and then it is what it is, right? That's life. We're not given a perfect deal in life. You have to labor and search in life, right? You have to find that goodness, find the gem, find that thing that's gonna heal and bless you. You gotta find your blessing, right? So anyway, I have a couple of seconds. I have a few seconds left. Like I said, I'm here in St. David's. This is where I live. I live just down by the walking trail, and just enjoying the weather. I'll video the surrounding, and I'll put it on my Instagram. This vlog is going on my YouTube, so visit my YouTube. It's at the Kudal. Is the username. Anyway, bye for now, and thanks for listening. Take care.